Well, the Calgary Flames match a franchise record, 11th consecutive win here on home ice. Welcome to Game Over, brought to you by McDonald's. Brendan Parker, Cory Sarich, and this team has, for the last couple of days, talked about the response coming off that loss in Vancouver. Opportunity to get right back at it, and they were looking at the start as an opportunity to kind of hit the reset button. It certainly did that here tonight.
Yeah, the Calgary Flames have had great starts all year long. They've come out of the gates hot. They've generally outshot their opponents. And when you're looking to bounce back, that's essentially what you're trying to do. And pretty nice effort in the first period by the Calgary Flames.
Sure was, and it didn't come without a bit of resistance because you give up the first goal in this hockey game as you take a look at that first period and how it all goes down. But the most important part of that is the way that you respond to that goal against early on in this hockey game.
They stayed calm, kept to the game plan like Daryl Sutter wants them to do, and eventually that paid off for the Calgary Flames. They're down 1-0. They just kept pushing. They started to tilt the ice. That in part was some great shifts by their fourth line. All the other lines started to fire on all cylinders, and some really pretty goals here.
Yeah, and you get a power play goal mixed in there too, which obviously was a focal point coming off the night in Vancouver. And you get a defensive marker as well, Eric Branson. You end up leaving that first period with a 3-1 lead and never really looked back from there.
No, Minnesota wasn't really able to recover. The Calgary Flames, great job coming out in the second period, keep the pressure on, added a couple more goals, and essentially that game was out of hand.
Out of reach. And it's a game that had some edge to it too. A lot of after whistles, some conversations, and right at the forefront of that was number 88 tonight.
Yeah, he did a nice job of mixing it up out there.
Yeah.
Couple of face washes, a few cross checks, couple trips through the crease. We see it all from Mangiapane tonight. He obviously irritating a few of the Wild.
Yeah, absolutely. Public enemy number one on the Minnesota Wild side. Him and Jared Spurgeon went at it a couple of different times, and he talked about that actually this morning, about trying to get into the gritty areas, get in front of the net, be harder to play against, and it certainly pays off because he finishes with his 27th goal of the season. Nice little kick-out rebound.
He's a smart cookie, too. If you're going to go face wash someone your own size.
That's right. Don't be picking on the bigger D, man. You got to learn that early on, right? He did a good job tonight. So did the Calgary Flames. 27 on the season for Andrew Mangiapane. 400th career game for Matthew Tkachuk. Finishes with a pair of goals and a helper as the Flames win it 7-3.